This is just for feedback, or are you looking for funding as well?
I'm raising 2 crores.
Welcome to second season of Funding Founders. Not just another startup event, but where founders, investors, and opportunities collide. An initiative founded by Maria Suri, विपुल त्यागी एंड प्रतीक चौरारिया। यहाँ फाउंडर सिर्फ नेटवर्किंग करने नहीं बल्कि अपने स्टार्टअप को पिच करने आए हैं इन फ्रंट ऑफ एन इनक्रेडिबल इन्वेस्टर पैनल फीचरिंग साहिल जिंदल, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एट जिंदल ग्रुप्स एंड co-founder at Synergy Labs, Tushar Gandotra, founder at X42 Venture Studios and JNK Angel Network, Saurabh Agarwal, co-founder at Angel Bay, Amar Dikshit, founding partner and CIO at Swift Seed Ventures, and Nilanjay Gurk, founding member at Wise Angel Network. और स्टेज के सामने सिर्फ ऑडियंस नहीं होगी, द रूम विल ऑल्सो हैव एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स, बिल्डर्स एंड पीपल एक्टिवली लुकिंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी। हर पिच के एंड पर इन्वेस्टर्स और ऑडियंस दोनों स्टार्टअप्स को स्कोर करेंगे और उन्हीं स्कोर्स के बेसिस पर डिसाइड होगा कौन बनेगा द विनर ऑफ फंडिंग फाउंडर सीजन 2। दिस इज नॉट जस्ट स्टार्टअप इवेंट, दिस इज वेयर आइडियाज गेट नोटिस्ड, founders get discovered, and opportunities become reality.
Myself, Vineet. When we say Preonz, it's a decision structure platform. I'll talk about the industry first. The industry is decision intelligence. So where we see there are different players. If we talk about Bloomberg, if we talk about Figma, if we talk about Notion. Similarly, we want to talk about Preonz in the future. So when we talk about Bloomberg, it's we know it for financials. Okay. It is a kind of decision intelligence, but in a shorter term, but that is for the financials. For Figma, for the design. If we talk about Notion, that is knowledge management. And when we talk about Preonz, it is from our end, it is a category creator. It caters to a space that widened due to the AI era, you can say. It is not exactly due to the AI era, but due to the user perception that had created after 2023. Core research part, that is 3 billion to 5 billion. And our aim is to reach the digital intelligence. That is $25 billion industry. So the problem we are solving. Actually, if we talk about presently, any strategy team, any product development team, any research analyst, any consulting teams, when they do start researching about market opportunities, and from market opportunities to reaching any decisions or any decisions within the options, it takes at a lower end, as a conservative side, it's multiple weeks, at least 4 to 5 weeks for a better decision. With Preonz, we shrink that thing to few hours. That is not with the AI first. So that is the process that we are wanting to show. We can take it as an example, like people start, the professionals start with doing Google search. They are using AI. They collect different kind of data. Then again they buy the reports from the market. That is the traditional market reports publishers. They purchase several reports and they do make the decisions, or they start the decision making process. So left side you can see here it's a traditional way, and this right side is what we are proposing and what our product is about. So if we go one by one, this is the market discovery module. If we segregate our product in 4 to 5 more different modules, so that is the market discovery module where any strategy member, any professional, they can simply go, they can apply their own filters. Filters could be related to industry, sub-industry, different tags that we have given to the particular type of title. There are options to search, like if that industry has white space or not, if it is consolidating or not. Entry barriers are low, medium, high, or declining and all. So they can deploy their filters. Then they can filter out like how many opportunities are there. If a company in bio-based chemicals, so they can simply select the industry, bio-based chemicals. Within that, they can put their own filters. I think presently there are more than 13 filters are there, and then they can filter out according to their strategy profiles. Sometimes they work on a shorter term strategy profile with some longer term expansion plans. So they can choose, they can filter the opportunities, then they deploy their own strategy profiles, how they like to go about it. After that, they can pick that opportunity from there. They can move to simulation. They can check what is their TAM, what is their SAM. Or when we are talk about TAM, SAM, it is not the overall. It is about the specific one. When we talk about hyper customized, like if they want to check the serviceable addressable market about a particular type of a product, if they want to know the serviceable addressable market of that particular type, podium one, they can check it there. Even they can select the region for what region they are looking for, and they can simulate the revenue, because every addressable market is not the revenue they can cater to. So it is the second module. They have different decision intelligence modules actually. So if we talk about next, that is the growth compass slide, where they can plan their regional expansion and all. This comes at a higher level, like at a director level of a company, when they prepare a plan and they give it to the management. So this is the flywheel actually. How our system is going to work. So everything is connected there, and this flywheel is going to generate the more information as user proceed with the information. Presently, if we talk about the market engineering models, we are working on more than, I think, 23 to 25 models we presently have developed. Apart from that, we have 6,500 market reports. 1,000 plus are ready for the Preonz development. And every single market, when we talk about, user gets 200 plus market information, market data. I'm talking about, it is not market information. It is not qualitative. It is quantitative. That is based on subscription. And here's one more important thing, that is we are capturing. We are not only solving this problem. Actually, this is not a problem. It is now in the hub of industry people. Now they simply take 1 month or 2 months. So they plan accordingly. In March they plan for next quarter. Here's the second problem that we are solving. Presently, within the industry, that gap was always there. We call it gap $300. $300 is a mark. And if we talk about MNC, professional people are ready to invest $300 for a month for a research work. Because for a traditional industry, it is very low because they are selling report at above $4,000. And after that, consulting works come. Here, within the $300, that is tentative. We have not finalized it yet. We are in the testing phase. We have launched our website. MPV is like pricing tier, the thing where we need to stop the user to go to next.
I come from the same industry and I'm struggling to figure out what you're doing.
Suppose I'm the person. I'm the one who is working in a strategy of a company.
Let's say HLL.
We have a task to look for the opportunities.
Right.
Suppose I'm working for a company, the name is KBR. I'm in their strategy team. At the center, they have their own philosophy, how they are going to invest. So what kind of products they are going to invest. What is their philosophy? What is the director's philosophy to invest on? So they provide their filters. What people search, they search. One thing is like whatever I know, I'll search about it.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
There are several categories like known unknown categories and unknown and unknowns like that I've not heard about.
Sure.
So here in this market discovery, people get that thing because we are continuously adding market reports.
Where are you getting these base reports from?
That is, we have our own research team.
How big is the team?
I like to add, I have spent complete of my career in this. I have around 18 years of experience.
Which company?
I was with Global Data. After that, I was in Markets and Markets.
Sure.
We were in the initial people.
Got it.
I was with UK-based MNC. There, I was with the strategy team.
Sure.
Then, I worked with the Data Intello for 2 years. I was handling the research department.
Again, what I'm trying to understand is because you come from markets and markets, right? Now, when you look at us working in the strategy division, picking up reports, right? Normally, I would spend about $200,000, $300,000 a month on these reports, right? We paid heavily to markets and markets, right? Because the information is not outside. Now, you've got 3 analysts, right? You pick up any segment, consumer segment, for example, right? Now, your research is not going to be as rich as what is available with JP Morgan or Credit Suisse because you don't have the extensive backend data. Those guys have got 25 years of data filled in, right? Now, you're giving me a cut about, let's say, known market or unknown market, right? Without the base data along with you.
This is not just the title lanes. So
Yeah.
we are talking about the market information. And when I said 200 data points, I literally meant it.
See, 200 data points for a consumer industry is nothing. Once you look at a consumer industry, you need to have at least about 200,000 data points to have a meaningful information for a strategy division of HLL. So that's the point I'm coming from because, see, your premise, I do understand where you're coming from. My problem is I don't see where are you getting the base data to train your engine to come up with that information.
We don't provide information on consumer side. We provide on the revenue side. When we say the 200 data points, that was from the what industry is generating. Like if we say there are maybe 15, 20 players. So we are going to provide how many 10 players are generating. Or here, what is their revenue? We are talking about what is consuming, what is any specific country is consuming, and at what level they are consuming. That kind of data, not the consumer related data where we need various data points to understand the customer point.
So are you scraping this data from the reports of the companies, the annual reports, the free reports?
If we talk about financials, there are different sources. I worked with Global Data. What our work is there to find the data source.
Got it. 2 small queries. What's your current revenue? What you're looking for in terms of funding?
From Preonz, there's no revenue yet.
Sure.
Okay, we are in market testing. We just launched, I think 2 or 3 days before.
And this is just for feedback or are you looking for funding as well?
So yeah, I'm raising 2 crores. It depends on the justice, like how we can proceed with it. We can go with the safe contract or we can go with the equity or CCBS.
So this was a major confusion for me because all these platforms are different. So how does Preonz fits here? I was wondering. Then you talked about it. My question is, what about the privacy of the thing? So if company is using some specific data, so what LLM are you using? Is it's an AI solution? No. Is it an AI solution?
Not yet. If we talk about this slide, this is just for the representation. When I said these are the category creators and where we see Preonz as a category creator. So like Bloomberg for the financials, companies can come to Preonz that they can look out for opportunities there. That is what I meant.
Direct audience is somebody who needs research. It's a research platform, from what I have understood.
But our aim is we want to make it decision intelligence. Like when we work on logics, it is decision infrastructure. It is not market research actually. So it is more towards from entrance, from discovery to taking conditions. Like I forgot to add one more slide. There was one more module we are working on, that is Gold Compass, where there we are using LLM just for some report generation and all. So there people can take decisions.
So I have two different questions. First is, are you uploading the data, that the data center that you are making in-house? Are these going to be real time, or they're just the data that you're collecting from various sources and putting? Because for example, if any company needs a specific data and you don't have it, they will not never come back to you. So how are you going to solve that problem? The second question, in the current generation we are, right? The current ecosystem that we are, AI is playing a very important role. And currently, if you do a good research on any AI tool, whether it is ChatGPT, Claude, or anything, 90% of your questions are answered, and in a better way. You don't have to go in like books and books and like lot of data. The data is compiled, structured properly. I'm not saying you get 100% result, but yeah, you get an idea of what is happening. So how are you going to address when you're not AI based? And you're not not integrating AI to it, but the AI is gonna kill everything now.
I do have the same fear. Initially, what we thought, whatever data AI is providing, that is correct. So that is the perception people have right now, but that will change in a year or 2 years' time. Because what AI provides, that is available in public domain. What we provides, that is not. Apart from that, we cannot be sure if AI is providing the right data. And we are from the research industry, we can tell you for sure, but we have several examples. Otherwise, right now we only have 1,000 reports for ready for the Preonz. Otherwise, we could have 1 lakh reports. We already have titles, but the data that is present online, that is just for the marketing purpose. That is not the correct one. That is the technique, traditional marketing companies, because they need articles online, so they publish any kind of number there.
But going forward, all these AI engines, probably Claude, ChatGPT, they can also start integrating a lot of data from various sources. They can probably purchase and put in the learning for their systems. Then what will happen?
Once we were planning like Cloud is integrating like their own tool, we were also thinking the same, like let's integrate with the Cloud so that we can get the better analysis. We have the data, we have logics.
Firstly, I think you'll need to work a lot on your presentation skills, because I think every one of us will agree that, although we heard you for a good time, but we are not able to understand what you are trying to pitch, right? So please do work on that. Secondly, can you give me 2-3 use cases on, when your potential customers will be using you and why they'll be using you over the other alternates which are there in the market?
Our target customers are investment analysts, product teams, and startup founders. There are around 3 million people in this category. They fall under it, and we are not targeting a $4,000 report. We are targeting a specific lower section, like lower $700. So that space is there. No one is catering to it, because for catering to $700, it is like if we sell anything, any traditional market research company like market, if they sell anything for $700 online product, they already have the data. They can sell it by any cost, but they don't sell it. That will ruin the market. But that is the white space that we can cater. So we are not targeting. We are creating a space for particularly targeting between this below $700. We are not competing with them. We are a platform. They are a research report provider. We are a facilitator for various other tasks that a company do for formulating a strategy.
And try to understand whatever through the questions, right? I've heard, I think, almost 200 pages. I only say in the end 2 things I don't understand something. One, that I'm not too technical, so that's my mistake. Second is, I think the value proposition or the problem was not easy to understand. So, not easily defined and stuff. So I think that is important. And I understand you might have created this in the last 2-3 days, so there's a lot of problems. But the biggest challenge to understand is that how are you going to convince someone from let's say JP Morgan, if you're lucky, we got an analyst at JP Morgan to look at us and convince him or her that our data sources are accurate and reliable. How can we do that?
That is the problem actually in this, because we know what kind of data quality we are going to provide.
Now you're changing problems so many. I have to stick to one problem.
Every startup has several problems at several points. They having a platform a different story, and convincing the client that our data is authoritative. That's a altogether different marketing thing.
That's what I'm saying. What is the value or what is the sentence you want to use or going to show them that what you're seeing on my module and my tool is actually accurate and better than 100 or 200,000 report that I spend on? How can you prove that the data which is showing is reliable?
Actually, within the research review, what happens when a client comes? What they ask, provide me some information that I already have. Okay, provide me the information for US market. What could be the market? How much was the sale for the last year? Okay, and what is the market share of that company? That is where we come. We provide that data bank for free. They can check if that data matches, and if they check it again and again with different reports. Okay, so authority will build. We cannot build authority like Bloomberg in a month's time, in a year's time. That is going to take time.
So the proposition here is that you come to our platform, match one of your existing research reports and see if the data is right or not, right? Something like this.
Take quick 30 seconds and kindly vote.
तो जल्दी जाके कमेंट सेक्शन में आप भी इनको 5 में से रेट कर दो और बताओ अगर आप इन्वेस्टर की जगह होते तो क्या आप इन्वेस्ट करते। सब्सक्राइब कर लो हमारे चैनल को, क्योंकि हमारा भी यूट्यूब के पैसे से किसी स्टार्टअप में इन्वेस्ट करने का सपना है जो सिर्फ आप पूरा करा सकते हो। और अगर आप भी फंडिंग फाउंडर्स पे अपना स्टार्टअप पिच करना चाहते हो या शो को लाइव अटेंड करना चाहते हो तो बायो में दिए गए नंबर पर व्हाट्सएप कर दो। चलो फिर अगले एपिसोड में मिलते हैं।